What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to TNA2K for your 2023 Super X Cup Bracketology reveal. Something new we're doing, but we appreciate you guys, and you're obviously fucking with us, so we're fucking with you. We're going to give you a little something extra here. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. We're going to go through 1 through 8 on each side, Group A and B, and reveal who you guys voted to face each other, indirectly, I guess. And also the matchups that you're going to see in this tournament in the upcoming weeks. Alongside me, as always, is the brains behind the operation. It's Lucha. What's going on, Lucha?
What's happening? What's going on? How you doing?
What's up, buddy? So we're going to get into this and keep this pretty quick because we're not going to debate the placings here. We do that. There's a few reasons to pull the curtain back a little bit. We take, first of all the X-Division champions, or in this case, X-Division champions. Then we say, who the hell can we find in the game that's 1 already made or 2 is a good call, and that's pretty much where it ends. So we take those and then we go from there, and then we kind of see, days, championship reigns, popularity, who they face. We just kind of bullshit from there, but there's no system. We're just.
Yeah, the mad scientists at the nonsense nonsense lab, they was working mad hard coming up with this whole formula.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's just, I think that means throwing a dart at a wall. No, this all makes sense.
Draw a name.
Draw a name out of
a hat.
It's actually how they named the city I live in, by the way. Rare stupid fact. Anyways, we're going to be going through 1 through 4 on each side, reveal those seeds. And then we'll reveal the play-in poll winners that you guys voted on, and then the opponents for everybody else. So we'll keep it to that. We'll keep it fun. We'll keep it light. Hope you guys enjoy this. Hello. Hit like, subscribe, all that jazz, and let us know so we can do this next time for the tags and whatever other tournaments we have left in us. So let's start out with Group A. Group A last time was, I remember you thought it was the fire one, no pun intended here, but it was the heavy hitter, right?
Block. Yeah. So, the 2-7 and 3-6 matchup in the knockouts tournament was Hell Block. Yeah. So, because it's crazy you said that, because I was just looking at that trying to figure out how hellish Hell Block was going to be.
Well, let's see what it is this time. We're going to start with the seeding 1, and that's going to Chris Sabin. A 9-time, can we do it with 4 fingers? There you go. A 9-time X-Division champion makes a lot of sense. Going for maybe his 10th. When it's all said and done, it's a possibility. On the other side, we have Austin Aries. This is debatable. I could say that, but the man's got some play, and I think he's the longest reigning. He holds the record for the longest reigning reign as well.
So we got most reigns holding down one side, longest reign holding down the other. It's crazy. I love it already.
I like it. Let's go into Group 2 or Group A and B's number 2 seed. We got the one and only AJ Styles, the first champion of the X Division, and Samoa Joe. So kind of poetic, having them two as the 2 seeds. I think this is where it starts to get hard because you're having a lot of people who have 3 reigns, 4 reigns, 5, and you can make a play for any of them.
And then if you're just going for the match, like if you want AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe, you gotta wait. Like that motherfucker is out there. They're separate.
That is the big that's the big punch in the gut here. Now that you say it like that, because it's not about where they're 2 and 2, it's where they are A and B, and so we have some a little bit of craziness here, but pretty even so far. Aries Joe, one of my favorite Slammiversary matches a while back, and Sabin and Styles. 2 heavy hitters. So seed 3 we're going to, and we have Trey Miguel, who had one of the best reigns in a very long time, man. The dude is a complete package, and he's a
generational talent.
And a 2-time X-Division champion. On the other side, we have Jay Black Machismo Lethal, man. I was surprised when I looked up his stuff, or not his stuff, but the reigns there, and I think not only does he have long reigns, his time is pretty significant as well, I think. I just don't remember any of them.
I remember, once they got on Black Machismo, they strapped him to the moon.
Yeah.
I don't remember any other.
Hogan era.
Yeah.
Right before he was fired, right?
Then he dropped it to fucking Robbie E. Robbie E's not in this, is he?
Well, let's find out. Maybe he's a four. Maybe he's a 4 seed. Let's see. We're still not finding out the opponents. We're just going through 1 through 4 seed, and then we'll start naming some opponents here. But next up on Group A, Low Key. So a little different. No disrespect to Robbie E, but Low Key, a staple of the Asylum years X-Division, the TNA X-Division, Impact Wrestling X-Division.
Yeah, he was an Anthem, one of the OG Anthem cats.
Yep, suit and all, man.
I loved it.
I was actually just listening to Jeff Jarrett do a recap of 2017 Slammiversary.
I'm halfway through that.
Oh, me too. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Group 4, let's fill this out for you guys at home. Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel. Look, man, we haven't got to the matchups. And some of these are voted in. 7 and 8s are both voted on each side. But Sabin, Low-Key, Styles, and Trey Miguel. Aries, Daniels, Joe, and Lethal. I'm not seeing any holes here, man.
I don't know where Hell Block is. This whole tournament is Hell Block.
I think depending on who's voted in, I think that's a definite thing. Let's get right into that. Let's actually do so. I'll let you choose, Lucha. We got the TNA play-in, the Impact play-in, the Asylum play-in, and the heavyweight champions play-in. What do you want to reveal first?
Let's go with the heavyweight champions first.
All right. So the heavyweight champions play-in was 4 options that you guys got to vote on. They were all heavyweight champions at some point, or are heavyweights and are champions. So you had Sanada returning. You had Brian Cage. You had Josh Alexander. And I'm missing one. But let's see who it is. Can you remember? Brian Cage, Josh Alexander, Sanada, and
Alex Shelley.
RVD.
Was it RVD?
And Josh Alexander took it with 55.6%. Brian Cage with 27.8%, and RVD 11.1%, and Sanada with 5.6%. Sanada come back at Emergence, but not here in our tournament. So the question is, and we didn't put this on there. I tried to go back, but I'm not on Twitter too much. I tried to go underneath and say who they would be facing. But in this case, Josh has the matchup against Samoa Joe in Group B. So your first round matchup, 2 versus 7, is Josh Alexander versus Samoa Joe. Thoughts? Are we not getting that AJ versus Joe Fidel? I mean, anything's possible.
I need to see who Jay Lethal fighting.
Okay. So we won't get there yet. Let's keep going with the reveals of the play-ins. Do you want to go across the board there to a Group A one?
Yeah, we got who Joe's fighting. Let's go ahead and see who AJ's fighting.
All right. So AJ Styles was going to get, and is going to get, the winner of the Asylum play-in.
Ooh.
And that was between... of course I'm going to forget him. I know it's Amazing Red, Jerry Lynn, Sean Waltman is who, behind the curtain, I voted for. Because that's one of my matches, man. Dude was on meth and still killed that match. He'll tell you. Go listen to it. But, man, what a match, man. I used to eat that shit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then Kid Kash, who everyone loves Kid Kash. But the winner facing AJ Styles, the 7 seed in Group A, Amazing Red.
Ooh, wow.
We get a classic. I mean, any of these would have been. Styles Red, Styles Lynn, who is a matchup that history books. Kid Kash Styles, which they always had beef, which was always fun to watch. And then Waltman, which I already mentioned, following there at 4.5. But all those matchups would have been dope. But we're getting Styles versus Red. Lucha, I think everything is death.
everything is death.
Everything's death here. How you guys feeling about the matchup so far? Let's keep the show rolling. Who do you want? I'll let you choose again, Lucha. Are we going Aries? Be completing Group B's play-ins, or do you want to complete Group A's play-ins?
Let's complete Group B. Let's see who Aries is fighting.
All right, Aries here. He was going up against the Impact Plus play-in winner, and on that, I know we had Rich Swann. We had Mike Bailey. We had Chris Bay, and we had Leo Rush. And shout out to, I should have wrote it down, but I think it was at Big Row, who said it's the
Impact plus Bay in.
And that's who wins. Chris Bay is in at the 8th seed, facing Austin Aries. 45.5%. Leo Rush right behind with 27.3%. Well, very behind. And we got a tie for Bailey and Swann with 13.6%, which is surprising. I thought Bailey would at least be up there high. Everyone's on Bailey's train there. But regardless, Bay wins. He takes the Bay in. Your thoughts on that? Aries versus Chris Bay.
I mean, when old boy said that on Twitter, like, it better had happened, honestly, because... What the hell?
Right.
Also, Chris Bay versus Austin Aries, like, that sounds crazy.
Did we get that in Vegas or something?
If we did, it was in Vegas.
I think before he signed, I feel like this match happened. Someone will look it up, but we need to find this out. Because I feel like when Bay was I don't want to call him journeyman, but he was doing his thing a bunch of places, getting dark matches and stuff. He was on the indies. I thought he faced him when we were there. This was around the banana era of of Anthem, Austin Aries shtick.
They fought at Ring Warriors for the Impact World title.
Maybe that's. I don't think that's what maybe it is what I'm thinking of. I don't know. But regardless, interesting that
this was 578,000 world championships. Austin Aries.
Right. Oh, okay. Yep, that sounds about the era that I was thinking, yeah. Came back, beat Eli. Well, let's finish that up. Speaking of acronyms here. Eli's not an acronym. What am I talking about? But TNA. So TNA playing is going to be our Group A 8th seed solidifier here. You guys voted between Kenny King, Alex Shelley, TJP, and Sanjay Dutt. Our old buddy Sanjay making it to the list here. But who is taking that match against Chris Sabin? It's 73.9% Alex Shelley. All the love to Sanjay, TJP, and the Kenny King, King, who got a shout out as well by I think Talking About Podcast. It was what it was. But Alex Shelley with the overwhelming victory here. No one knew he was going to face Sabin, but there it is. A 1 versus 8. Lucha, Sabin, Shelley, Loki, Styles, Red, Miguel, Aries, Bay, Daniels, Joe, Alexander, Lethal. All looking lethal, but Sabin and Shelley, Styles and Red, Aries and Bay, Joe and Alexander. If you were to book that, those 4 matches have to be in one of our episodes. Who goes on last?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just put them all on at the same time, like just triple screening.
I think that's fair. I mean, I don't know, man. Obviously, we'll see how they play out. Behind the curtain, again, we don't pick the winners of any of this. We each get a veto if we want to use it. But, I mean, how do you... I could care less. I just want to see this happen. So I guess we're going to have to see it and see who tears it up. But, man, the 1s and 8 and the 2s versus 7 are pretty good looking. Let's continue, man. I'll let you go. Again, where do you want to... Group B, Group A, 5, 6. Where do you want to...
Now, y'all know that I love my 4-5 matchups.
As one should.
So I want to see Daniel's opponent because we got the Motor City Machine Guns collide. Will we get Bad Influence?
You know, as someone who, someone has to make the set. so as someone who knows what's going to be had, you couldn't have called it any better. Bad Influence, Daniels Kazarian in that 4-5 matchup in Group B. We're just adding more and more bangers here. But now we're starting to see I don't know, it's not a bracket, but a bracket, kind of flesh out here. Aries Bay, winner of that faces the winner of Bad Influence, internal battle here. Shoot the shit. Let's predict. What are you seeing? Let's not go all the way yet, but let's go to that matchup. Are you seeing Aries Daniels? Are you keeping the 1-4? Are you seeing Kazarian Bay in an upset here?
All I'm saying is no. As far as in tournaments, people have the seeding advantage, when it comes to like betting on them, betting on them and shit.
Yeah.
No one has an advantage.
No, this is just placement.
Yeah, like even in the last tournaments, there were some that's like, okay, yeah, you can kind of sort of predict.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. And I'm not kayfabing this shit. This is just gonna be some good stuff here, and between those four, it depends on how they're made, I guess. I don't know, but
because I'm looking and I'm just like, damn. So, and whoever wins between AJ Styles and Amazing Red, good luck versus Trey Miguel. He makes it, but then it's like, hell's Trey Miguel fight?
Right. So let's keep that going, but we're on the same page. I'm at this point, I have no favorites. Like, this person must go ahead. I'm just ready to see the outcomes. But let's see the outcome of the 3-6 Miguel, if you're okay with that, since you mentioned it. He's going against an old rival who the feud continues in a different form with the Rascals versus ABC. But you're getting Trey Miguel versus Ace Austin in a 3 versus 6. Another, is Ace really a 6? How do you really debate? I don't know. But now we have a bracket down here of Styles versus Red, Miguel versus Austin. And say you take we won't say obvious, but we'll say the higher seed. Say you take the Styles here. We're going to get a Styles versus Miguel or Styles versus Ace Austin, who might be our best prospects since that dude. So what
you get Amazing Red versus Trey Miguel or Amazing Red versus Ace Austin. Names are interchangeable.
No matter which way you cut it, we're in for a good time, and that's what I'm really. And not that the other tournaments weren't, but if you like the other ones, this is one I would I want to bet on, but I would.
If you're gonna have a Super X Cup between the best X Division champions of all time,
yeah,
it's gonna look like this.
Yeah, and we got 2 more spots to go, and I'll say this: is there anyone? And obviously we put it together as well, but it's been a while. Who do you need to beat? Not in these spots, but who do you need to see? Give me one person that should be. I don't want to say deserves, because all 52, 51 champions should be rightfully there. But is there anyone that you're looking for?
Rockstar Spud.
Okay, I take that back. And I love Spud, but give me a Kendrick and Abyss. I think.
Honestly, if I'm answering that question, I gotta go Kenny King. Like
he was in the play-in and he lost.
He was. That's right.
So that's another thing. Is some of these cats already had to battle it out in a 4-way to even get here. So we killed a lot.
Van Dam was another one. Jerry Lynn was another one.
Some heavy hitters, man.
I'm running low on names.
I'm gonna say there's one, and there's people like we didn't even get to include the Tigre Unos who had a good run. There's other people I'm missing that had some Doug Williams, some good people that added some legacy to the belt. Petey wasn't in the game. We couldn't find Petey, a good Petey either. So
that's right. So that's another part. I couldn't actually. I found a good Petey. I forgot who the name was. I wish I could have their names or whatever. I can.
We'll start throwing those in the descriptions. Anyone we download, that'd be cool. Yeah.
But if whoever made these cats sees this, shout out to you.
It's good.
Some of y'all are cooking. And there's this one Petey Williams in particular that I could not get. Like, I'll download it,
I
but
remember
then it
saying
just wouldn't like complete the download. So it just kind of like,
So he's
I was
lost.
like, yeah.
Well, maybe for by the time we have a show, we could get a PD on here, and then we could. Well, I don't want to jump the shark, but let's reveal the 5 and 6 here to see who did make it. There's one person, and I know he's on here, so I'm going to reveal it because I don't think he gets enough credit because it was in the, we'll say, unfortunate days of Impact a little bit, but he had some hell of runs with the title. He was a raw talent, and he's still proving that today that he had the talent, and it's Trevor Lee, and we're going to get him against Low Key. What's going to be a kick your head in kind of matchup, which I think is perfect. So, and I want to give love to Trevor Lee, who's now Cameron Grimes.
Yeah.
Who they will call him during his matchup against Low Key on commentary, Cameron Grimes. But
y'all know who it is. He was one of those that's already in the game because, but there's actually not that many in this tournament that are actually in the game. I think it's just AJ, Trevor Lee, and maybe whoever Jay Lethal fights.
Yeah, let's get right into that, actually, because I don't know who... DJZ, yep. Okay, DJZ, yeah, he's in the game as well, and he's facing Jay Lethal in this 3 versus 6 matchup. I mean... Look at his reigns, look at the dates, and look how he carried a division. And same goes with Trevor Lee. You might not be a fan of that era or whatever it is, but X gonna get you.
I gotta go. I forgot what his WWE name is, but I'm sure someone has been goated and made the DJZ call. So I gotta see if I can go get that.
Because it's easier to make a replica, right? Like a copy.
Yeah, it's just like an attire, basically.
Nice. Well, we're taking a look at it now. We've revealed all 8 from each. We'll wrap up here. Thank you guys for watching and giving this a chance. Thank you for watching the 1,000 watch episode and beyond, guys. You really crushed it. Make sure you go back and watch the Ryder Cup as well if you haven't. But I'm seeing the numbers pick up there, so thank you as well to our 2K fans. But now, Lucha, you're seeing Group A. Sabin, Shelley, Low-Key, Lee, Styles, Red, Miguel, and Austin. You're seeing Group B, Aries Bay, Daniels, Kazarian, Joe Alexander, Lethal, and DJZ. One question, obviously, who do you see making it to the finals from each group? And then, is there an easier route? Like, does anyone? I don't think there is.
Well, between number one, looking at just the number one seeds and on both sides, the easier path to the finals would probably be Austin Aries.
Okay.
Probably, and I say that mostly because it's kind of the same on Group A, but I feel like more so on Group B. Samoa Joe has to get past Josh Alexander and DJZ / Jay Lethal.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I don't know, man. Aries has to go through Bay, which maybe Bay is gonna be. He's in the game, so he's probably not gonna be a AJ Styles rated person. Fair enough, right? But then there's Daniels Kazarian also weighing there, and Bay's not gonna be a rollover. And then Sabin has to go through his partner and current world champion Shelley, and then the winner of Low-Key and Lee. Styles has to go through Red, and then Miguel or Austin. Joe has to go through Alexander or Lethal or DJZ. I don't know.
I can confirm that Hell Block is again the 2-7 and 3-6 matchup in Group A. That is the undisputed Hell Block.
Okay. For me, that's hard, man. That's tough. That's really tough, man. If I had to look at it and say, damn, this is going to be... I think the top of Group A is hard. That bottom of Group B is hard. That's all. Hey, what do you guys think? Let us know. You guys voted for most, part of this, and we did hopefully a great job of putting it together. Let us know what you think here. But the question I want to leave us on: A, B, who's in that finals of the Super X Cup?
Well, I know whoever's coming out of Group A will not come out of Hell Block. So I'm looking at Low Key coming out of Group A.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Joe had a hell of a run in the Ryder Cup too.
He did,
but Josh also held his own. But he did get upset. He was a 1 seed and got upset
I'm slightly blank, but was it AJ getting screwed, or did AJ screw over Van Dam in the Ryder Cup?
RVD was mad about AJ. It was a 2 versus 7. Yeah.
And here we are again.
So I'm gonna go. My initial gut is Styles Alexander. But we'll see. The day will come, and it'll come soon. So I guess
I'll go Low Key Josh. Low Key versus Josh.
I like that too. I like any way we cut this up, but let us know what you guys thought or think of this. We're gonna start it right after this, guys. The question for us now is, which 4 matchups do we put on the first card? We'll have to figure that out, man, because this is gonna be some good times. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for making this a success and subscribing to this channel. Almost to 400. One fan at a time, one friend at a time. As I said before, no paper tickets there. All legit. So make sure you continue helping us out. I thank you guys. Lucha, you want to send us off?
As always, everybody, shout out Diamond Villains.
Go Power
This is... Yeah. Make sure you guys check out Go Power Rankings. We had some issues. It seems like there was a crooked member of the committee that just destroyed the tape for whatever reason. I don't know what kind of silliness was going on, but we get into the bottom of it. But we'll be back stronger next week. Everything will be good. So make sure you guys tune in.
Check them out. Check us out. We'll be back to our normal time on Wednesdays, them on Tuesdays, reaction and the live podcast on Sundays generally. And then talking about it, we'll go and talk about it a little bit more. But LOL TNA making a return for season 3. Hey, we got a fun concept, so look out for that, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. God bless and good night. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.